Today on my vlog, we're talking snakes, dog stories, cat burglars, and a little bit of a bountiful harvest. There's some tall tomato plants this year. Tomatoes ain't doing all that great though. Having blight problems on these here. Been doing really good on my squash. And look at my bean plants. My beans are growing right off the top of the pole. Gardenia bush is doing much better this year. Might get it back in full foliage one of these days. Look at that green bean. It ain't developed yet. That one there is just about developed. Look at this string of green beans. They're not very long on these. Those will be ready to pick in a few days. Look at that squash. I picked quite a few squash this year. I froze a good many of them too. Oh, I see a red tomato down there. I better reach down there and get that. I've been having trouble with blossom rot on some of my tomatoes this year. But at least we gave it the old college try. Look at them bean plants. Let's see, 6, 7, 8. They're almost 12 feet high. Where is that red tomato I saw down here? Well, it's not the prettiest tomato in the world, but it's a tomato. We picked some green tomatoes the other day and fried them. Man, I'm telling you, they was some kind of good. It looks like it might be a thunderstorm coming in, but I can't depend on that. So I'm watering my plants a little bit just in case it don't rain here. Thunderstorms are so scattered, it's unbelievable. Probably some more squash in there needs picking. I think I see one already. No, yep. I had a tossed salad yesterday evening. Instead of putting cucumber, I peeled one of these booger bears up, a small one. Cut it up in my salad. It was pretty darn good. They don't have a whole lot of strong taste to them. Raw squash don't. So they're really similar in that of respect to cucumbers. Oh, I'm going to pick that bean so I can tell the wife we're in the bean business. One bean. How about them apples? Now we need some more to go with it. I'll take that one. He's down here in the shade, came on a little early. But the other ones will catch up. See all these blooms right here? Those are all going to be beans. One thing about growing beans, you don't want them to go to seed. You want to keep them picked off. That bean ain't developed. That one's not developed. Looking good though. Come on, beans, let's get with the program here. Yeah, I can proudly say I harvested some beans. Only 3 of them, but I harvested them. Ooh. Farmer Walter. 2 squash, a mater, and 3 beans. Not a whole lot of vlog today. Somebody made a comment the other day about would I see any snakes out here, and that is a possibility. They're around. You know, there's so many snake experts out there, it ain't funny. 9 times out of 10 people will say, oh, don't kill him, he's a king snake. It seems to be the favorite thing. Everybody thinks every snake you see is around here is a king snake. Don't kid yourself, Buddy Rowe. There's plenty of copperheads around here. Rat snakes, all kinds of snakes around. They're not all king snakes. Naturally, many of them are not poisonous, but I'm not in the snake identifying business. I get away from a snake when I see him, unless he's just right here around the house. Then if it's a poison snake, I'm going to dispatch him. But it just amazes me how many people think that snakes are totally harmless. Even a non-poisonous snake will bite you. They'll strike at you just like a poisonous snake. I'll attach a description in my video, one of my snake stories. I don't want to tell all that again, but I will put a link down there to one of my stories called Snakes. Definitely don't believe in picking up a snake and playing with it. So many people think, oh, you can just handle them. Not me, Buddy Rowe. Them snakes are going to stay right over there in the bushes where they belong. Had a dog one time saved me from getting bit by a copperhead, a big old copperhead. I think it was, it must have been around 1970. An old beagle dog. The snake was already coiled up to strike me. I was walking up a mountain trail in Blue Ridge, Georgia, going up the side of a mountain. And the dog spotted the snake and darted between my legs and caught the snake right behind the head, right before he struck at me. He didn't turn that snake loose until he was dead. That dog got a extra treat that evening. His name was Susie. Had a beagle dog one time when I was a kid living down in Florida. She was half beagle and half dachshund. Her name was Boots. Boots was the biggest fraidy cat you ever seen. He was a good sized dog. Get out of here, fly. I was walking along dirt road right beside the railroad tracks. Dog always went with me wherever I was going. You know, just as I stepped close to some bushes, this snake scurried out, and just out of reaction, I said, "Oh!" It scared me. You know, I reacted with a sound like, "Oh, God, my gosh!" I might have said something worse than that. I was probably 13 or 14. But it scared my dog so bad, she tucked her tail and run all the way home. We was a good mile from home. She left me, deserted me, standing out there by the road. When I got home, she was looking just as guilty like a little child. I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have ran off and left you. That was one smart dog. She figured anything that scared me is going to scare the hell out of her. She went for parts unknown. Unrelated to the snake story, I'll tell you a story about a dog my parents had. She was a boxer. I went to live with my father and my stepmother, and the boxer's name was Candy. He was a full-size boxer. Well, my brother and I were home alone. Back in them days, we didn't lock the front door. We just had a screen door on the house. Parents were both working that evening. So we were home alone, and it's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Well, the dog was an inside the house dog, but she wanted to go out, and we were watching Gunsmoke or something. So I got up, opened the door so the dog could go outside. Little did I know there was somebody outside, and she knew it. Somebody was looking in that window at us. I don't know if they intended to break in or what they were up to. But the dog went all the way around the house, snuck up on that son of a gun, and took a chunk out of him. And you know, we were watching TV. It didn't even dawn on me that there was somebody out there. She bit him. I could hear him holler. He said, it sounded like a man. It was full grown boys. There wasn't no child. And he just screamed, "Ah!" Real loud screaming. It heard him run away, and the dog was right on his tail running out through the backyard. He was headed for the woods. I went out there, and the dog still had part of the guy's pants in her mouth. She literally tore the seat of his pants out. And I thought, I hope that son of a gun bleeds to death. Sneak up and scare me like that. We had a cat burglar in the neighborhood, and I'm thinking that's probably who it was. A cat burglar is somebody that can come in the house and steal stuff while you're still there. He was so slick stealing people, I don't think they ever did catch him. But I got a feeling my dog got a piece of him one day. Well, I'm through watering. I'm going to go in the house with my bountiful crop. Well, yes, sir. I could almost make a salad with that. Gotta go pick up my squash. I'll put these beans in the meat vegetable bin. Maybe they'll keep fresh long enough to grow some more. Thanks for tuning in, my friends.